Hey, this is Samso, or James, and this is my second vlog from Illinois College. This is, I think, Thursday, I think, so my sixth day here, or fifth day. I kind of lost count, but yeah, you get the point. So, I just took a shower, and I'm actually adapting pretty well to the school. Of course, like, this is a liberal arts private college, so the course load is quite a bit, actually. So for my transfer seminar class, which I'm actually kind of surprised I have to take, is basically we need to read almost 6 to 7 full 200 to 300 pages books for the class, which is like a lot more than what I'm used to. And I've been to California state colleges, community colleges, like we've never ever had to read so many books. And I don't think the class is going to go over those books, so you're just kind of expected to read it on your own time. So I'm taking a transfer seminar, which is for some reason required, even though like actually the class just doesn't really make sense to me because the transfer seminar class is about adapting you into the culture of the school, right? But we also have to read a ton of books about the distant future, or dystopia rather, and it's a ton of dystopia books. It's about watching movies, and it's a ton of coursework for a class that's supposed to integrate you into the school. So like I just don't feel like the class makes any sense. Like it just puts a lot of pressure on you. Like what one of the administrators said, or rather one of the transfer coordinators said when she came into class today was the point of the class when you have to read so many books is to integrate you and to the culture of the school and for you to get used to the coursework. So it's a 200 level class designed to integrate you into 300 level coursework. It doesn't make any sense because I'm taking 300 level coursework already. So essentially, it's preparing me for what I'm already doing. So the class just like is a complete waste of time for me because I'm already about to do whatever coursework that's expected of junior level students. So there's that. And I'm also taking two psychology courses. They seem fine. I know abnormal psychology is supposed to be really difficult, but the teacher is really, really good. Alright, so, uh, yeah, the food's good. Like, every day there's different types of foods, so thumbs up. And there's also a cool restaurant on campus, and it's just like burgers and fries. I had that today, but you have to pay extra money, so it's not as part of your dining plan. And that's all right. It's not like restaurant level burgers, of course, but the patties are pretty good. Like everything is fine. All right, so into the esports program. So I came to the school for the esports program, and I came here to try to develop myself and try to become a much better league player. One of the biggest problems I've had coming into the school is the internet is absolutely awful. Uh, Let me explain. So I'm getting 17 ping, and it can go lower if I use a program called Haste, which redirects your current internet path into a different path that Haste currently has, which is very good. I get 3 to 4 less ping than what I should usually get. Problem is the network for the school is either too old or too bloated with students that I'm getting a ton of packet loss and a ton of lag. So sorry about that. And like that's a really big problem because I can't get effective practice out of the school. So I'm just currently playing on a Smurf. I've been doing pretty well. I actually just got it to Platinum 1 before shooting this video, which is decent, but I'm aiming to be Challenger level. So, like, once I get into even decent ranks, like this type of packet loss is going to be a huge deal because I can't effectively show my mechanics. Last night I had Upsurge tournament games. I did have a lot of stuttering, a lot of packet loss, but we still made it through the game. I think I had like a 7.0 KDA for the night, which is to be expected because the team is a lot lower level than collegiate level teams. All right, so that's my first major problem. Like, the rooms just don't have good enough internet, so none of the players are getting effective practice right now. Second problem. This is the first week in school, and the office for the esports program still has not been completed. That's a huge, huge problem because we are a month away from when the official collegiate season starts. Essentially, we would have less than a month of team practice before we go into the collegiate games. It is really, really bad because most of the collegiate teams have been together for a year or two, so their synergy is already on point. We don't have that right now. I haven't even met 3 out of the 5 players on the esports team because the coach currently does not exist. They're still hiring another coach. The first coach that was not in the program since March recently left. They never had a real explanation, so I don't really know why. It's really worrying because we don't have any kind of real practice time. So right now I have a amateur team going on alongside it with the collegiate team, so I can make sure that I'm performing at a decent level. But again, with internet problems, I can't perform at a decent level either. So, well, decent level in terms of like mid diamond, high diamond tier type performances. Like right now, I'm performing around diamond 5 level, I think. Probably higher than that, but like you get the point. I'm not performing at the level that I should because of the internet, and that's not really like a good excuse because like I should never come up with an excuse for me why I should perform at a lower level than I usually should. So that's another problem. So I received news today that the computers are coming in next week because they were still getting them engraved. And I heard news that apparently the room is supposed to have like the best internet in the state of Illinois. So that's good news, but I'm a little pessimistic because like the internet in the dorms are really bad. And you can't really expect me to practice all day at the esports room. And I want to have effective practice in my room so I could stream, so I could just have like effective practice in my private time. Because you don't really want to be on office all day. And I still have like classwork to do because the room isn't really meant for you to study and stuff like that, so you need to go back to your room. And yeah, it's a mess. Like, alright. So those are the 2 main problems for the school right now, like in terms of esports. In terms of more of my personal life, I've been experiencing like some jet lag, but that's to be expected. And I've been having a really shitty sleeping schedule, so I would be up 4 to 5 a.m. in the morning, and I would sleep until like 10 a.m. Yeah. So I'm not getting very much sleep, and like it is getting better, but it's kind of hard adapting to the current school because it's like a huge change for California culture. And I did go through quite a bit of culture shock actually. The town is a lot smaller than what I expected. I mean, this campus is really nice, the students are really nice, but it's just like a huge change from California culture where it's like everything is nearby, you can access it really easily, stuff like that. And yeah. So I do have most of my basic necessities. Like on my first day on campus, I actually didn't have soap, I didn't have most of the basic necessities like Kleenex, none of that stuff. And a problem was, like, the school didn't really have a shuttle program like a lot of California colleges did, or universities rather. So I couldn't really get to Walmart unless, like, somebody helped drive me there. Which was, I was fortunate enough to meet my teammate, one of my teammates rather, on, like, the second or third day, and he drove me to Walmart. So for, like, 2 to 3 days, I couldn't take a shower because I couldn't buy my basic necessities, and the Walmart is about like 20 to 30 minutes away, so it's not even walkable. I think the reasoning behind not really having a shuttle program makes sense because this campus is really small, and apparently like 70% of the students have cars, so it makes sense. But it's really, really inconvenient for someone like me who moved thousands and thousands of miles away, who has no car, and literally like has no way to get to Walmart unless I had like a ride from a friend. And that might be a huge problem for a lot of like international students, like students that are unfortunate like me that can't really get like their basic necessities very easily. Like there is a weekly shuttle program, but like it's weekly. It should be like every single day because people need to buy whatever it is they need to buy to live here. So that's another problem. Yeah. So that's kind of the struggles I've been going through recently. It's not too bad. Like the campus is really nice. Like the gym is probably like actually bigger than all the dorms combined. I think the school is really big on their NCAA program, so that makes sense. And the dorms are really old, but they're nice. Like there's a yeah, they're just like decent. And then yeah, the campus itself is not that big, which is also a good thing because it's a private liberal arts college, so there's not too many students in the class. And yeah, so that's my vlog. This is the second part to my vlog, and I'll hopefully upload more. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.